Alright, we got some music going on, some Zach. I can't show my face though, not because I'm horrible looking or anything like that. Oh god, I'm disfigured. It's true though, you should see my nose, it's huge. But no, I can't show you my face right now because my tablet would overheat. But we're probably going to solve that issue tomorrow, we're going to see. Bum 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 bum. That didn't rhyme. That's okay, it's because I got a cough. Here in time. Give me a second now. As I open up this, what should be lemon lime, but it's not. It's a green bean. It's crisp, and it's apple cherry juice, and it's what I need right now. I'm not trying to rhyme. So I'm going to be drawing some funny characters and doing some animations. Here I go, I'm going to cough right now. It's going to happen, I promise you. Here we go. Oh my. Let's make sure my earbuds are off on this. You don't need to look at my notifications. That's none of your business. Unless I want to show you. But I didn't. Who are you to judge me? Except for the world. That's a pretty tall order, huh? Who are they to judge you, son? They're the world, Dad. The world. Well, that's a pretty tall order. I think you better live up to that standard. I don't know, there's something there. I like this, this is nice. It's like it's happening from the imagination of his brain. But he's got a big old brain. This is his lobe right now. He's thinking with inside. These are actually part of his brain. This is where the lobes fold over. I don't know what that's called. We're gonna call them foldable lobes. We're gonna call them flobes. All right. I think this is nice. Let's get another window going on, and I'm gonna stop talking here in a second. Let my music just play. I was gonna say plizze, but that's a weird way to say play. But I'm gonna be listening to Family Guy in my earbuds. I know, lucky me, huh? For a little bit of that comedic inspiration. I'm creating pretty much storyboard nonsense where basically it's, let's see, whoops, that's Cupcake. Did you see that? It's Cupcake, everybody. We're gonna have like a character like this, and then he can pose to like the left and right, and then we'll be able to tilt him up and do things. Maybe his head, and then we'll do like minor animations of just little bits of variable change or variations and changes and whatnot, and a lot of motion tweening, but like just a little bit, you know what I mean? That way I can progressively get this moving along, and then I'll dub it to my own recordings and whatnot, and then create like a 3 to 5 minute animation on it. And I'm going to turn this into a series. I just don't know what I'm going to call it, but I pretty much got the character design down. That way it's easy. From the side, I'm just going to have it like this. It's just going to look like a paddle, and so it's going to be really easy to draw. And then for like pretty much almost all the characters. And then from a frontal view, you'll notice that it's got like an indentation off onto the sides. And then we get to like, you know, define their jawline and whatnot, and then I might have a 3/4 turn, and then I can just duplicate that for the left and the right, so that gives me like a full posing turn of like, oh Jesus, give me a sec here. I think a big old giant moth just flew right into my head. I gotta make sure this moth is okay. Are you okay, moth? Oh, yeah, there's a big old giant moth. Let me make sure I get you out of here, buddy. I want you smacking into things. Here, honey. Yeah, I'm certain you're going to find your way out of here. Hey, there you are. Oh, you're a big old sucker, too. Oh, ho. Hey there, man. Oh, you're a big one. Oh, Jesus, are you even a moth? What are you? I don't know, but let's grab this bag and let's get you out of here, baby boy. Oh, yeah, you're a beetle of some kind. Alright, let me double you up here. Make sure I got you. Yeah, you're some big giant beetle, dude. I'll get you out of there. Yeah, that's what I get for leaving the big old giant light on. Alright, sorry about that. There was this weird giant beetle the size of my hand that just flew right into my head. I thought it was a moth, but it wasn't a moth. It was a big old giant beetle, and it was like black and yellow. I've never seen one like it. Kind of had me worried. I didn't want to, to bite me and get something, but I got a plastic bag, a grocery bag, and doubled it up and captured him safely, and then let him go out the window, and so he was able to make it just fine. Ooh, but that sucker was the size of my fist. Man, it looked like, I felt like I got punched in the head out of nowhere. Jeepers. It's like I was hit with a baby owl or something. Alright. Oh, goodness gracious. Forgive me, that's generally how I always react to situations like that, is I just do like this play-by-play of what just happened, more than emotionalities towards it. Like, I'm not even, how can you be mad at the beetle, you know what I mean? Like, I had the light on, it got attracted to it, it came in, it saw my big giant head, and it said, you know what, I need to ram into this thing and like knock some sense in this dude. Maybe he'll draw something better. Anyways, let's get some drawings and some animations going. We're gonna be doing this probably for about ooh, gosh, what is an hour divided by 60? That's how long we're gonna be drawing for. All right, here we go. Turn on some Family Guy for myself. Oh my god, this is a hilarious episode. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if I should change their eyes like that. I think we're gonna go Family Guy style in a way, but like, I don't know, 1960s to, I don't know, something. Maybe 90s. We'll create an alien character for these guys to, like, talk to. Should I do this here? I think that puts a little more terror onto it, and I don't like that. I think this is more friendly. And then I think for like their necks, we're gonna have what I call popsicle sticks. And this will give me an opportunity to animate their heads a lot easier. And give it its own style. And then I think we will keep that here. And I know it's spelled head, but we're going to call this Jimbo. This is Jimbo. Heck, let's make a folder called Jimbo. Yeah, we'll put a head in there. There we go. I think that would be more like on the lines of Kith, and I don't want to go Kith because for their mouth, we're always going to do this for the front. And then for the side, it's going to be, when they turn to the side, it's going to look something like that. It's either going to be small at the top and big at the bottom for some of them. And then Big at the top and then small at the bottom for others. And sometimes a little bit of a medium. That way we capitalize on all of that. Ooh, I've got a red velvet cake. Or not cake, but cupcakes. Now, I know at Safeway, I could have picked them up for like $3 or $4, but I purchased them at the IGA, and I had to give blood for them. Actually, a very nice lady was able to help me purchase food, and as a result, I was able to get cupcakes today. I shouldn't, but I want to feel rich for a day. See, now if we do a line, then it'll move around looking like this. And I kind of like that. Or if we go like this. Hang on, let me take down my stabilization. Because you got to think about it animated too, like when it goes over to things, it moves. You want to create like a stretch right here. That way it shows like a motion of movement. And let's see what that'll look like for the lines, because they have to follow logically. I think for that it would just be a line, honestly. So we'd keep it here, and then when it moves, it'll go here. And then we'll end it here. You know, actually, I think I like the line. I think we're going to do that. We're going to walk the line. We're going to keep that as a mouth. And then we're going to do this as eyes. And there'll always be a curvature to it. Let me get stabilization on it. Now, don't forget to feed the cat, and if you don't have a cat, go get a cat. I'm just kidding. Don't go stealing cats out of this world. Let's see, we're gonna have it just a little bit. There we go. Okay, I'm done working on the eyes. I promise. I think we'll probably just merge it with the head itself. But I like this as a signature. It's one of my things I do. I think maybe that can show age, I guess. And then like when people like really age. Maybe. No, I think we'll do like Family Guy, American Dad, like rules where like you just have like a base set and then like anything additional added to it gives it its character. So that would be like a younger type, like alien character. So we'll keep it like this. And then if we want an older one, we would just put like lines on them or something, and then like maybe a bag or two, and then like definitely not a nose. See how that just takes it away? I think maybe all the characters won't have any noses. Alright, let's make a body now. I was thinking for the body we go like, I forget what these are called, but like this shape. You can't say that on television, Stewie. Oh, this is YouTube TV? Yeah, you can say that on YouTube TV. I think it's gonna be like a alien humanoid kind of world thing, but like there's no humans. So the aliens have like humanoid kind of bodies. And maybe their objects are like anamorphic. Hang on. Maybe their objects are like anamorphic and stuff like that. So like their toaster talks to them, or like their fork talks to them or something. But they're so used to it that they just don't care. Like they laugh about it. They're like, ha ha ha, Tony, look at this. This cooked chicken is trying to tell me not to eat it. But I need sustenance. Ha 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 ha. Yum 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 yum. I don't know if I should move the body more upwards, like this, behind the popsicle or above it, but we're gonna do that here in a second, figure that out. We're gonna do that right now, right before I draw the arms. Those will have to be on separate layers anyways. We'll get a good look and feel of it. I mean, that's not bad actually. That gives it depth, as opposed to, yeah, I do, I like that better. It gives it depth. Gives it depth to the character, and then we'll just fill in the back of the popsicle with its color, and that'll automatically color in for everything else. But we're gonna go ahead and finish off this body here by completely erasing it. No, just kidding. Shoot, shoot, de doop, shoot, de doop, de doop, de doop. I was listening to Salt and Pepper today. Salt and Pepper. This is my songs right now. I think we're gonna go rubber hose arms. I'm terrible at those. It's always that bend out that I can't stand. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna come down right here like this. Because this right here, this is what annoys me. I don't seem to turn in conjunction to it properly. I need to. I know I could just copy it over, but it's better to learn. No matter how long you've been drawing. And I think I've been drawing for about, 16 minutes now? This is my first time drawing. No. Yeah, this is my first time drawing, everybody. I've never drawn before in my life. I didn't start out at as a young kid drawing manga. And I didn't do that. That wasn't me. Oh my god, I'm 41 and a half years old now. Those are big hands right there is what those are. But I want to go circular hands. I think that's a lot easier. Plus it just goes with the character so well. Let's see him with like alien hands, like if I were to do it like just regular Goofy style. Oh, I was gonna do 4, but let's do 3 first. We'll do like a 3-hand thing. I mean, it's kind of cool. I guess, yeah, we can go hands. We'll go hands. We'll go 3 fingers, but let's go 4 really quick. We'll pull that thumb back even more. Oh, that's way too humanoid. Now what if we went like, I don't know, like 8 of them? That's a lot of fingers. I was gonna say that's a lot of hands, but that's a lot of fingers. I could do that, but then I'd have to do that a lot. See, that's the cool thing about this. And I don't want to keep it as a placeholder because then it defeats the purpose of saving time. It's either you do it now, or you do it one way or the other, but you don't like go in between it or stop halfway in between and like change it up, or at the end change it up, or just double your time and like increase like the effort you have to put in. So let me see here. That's pretty cool, but I kind of like, this isn't too bad. This is kind of nice. And it gives it goofiness and personality. I like that. We'll go like that. I'm going to keep that pinky out like that too, as well. Let's see. Let's see, this is, what, body? This is body, so I have to break these individual parts up later. I should be doing this on a vector, but that was my bad. Because then I could have selected this and then just moved it off this way, and then, or I just kept it there. I'm just so sorry. I selected all of this and kept it there, and then copy and pasted onto its own layer, or just cut it onto its own layer for all of them. But while I still can do it with my selection tool, and I'm going to have to redraw all of this over on Vector. I think it'll look better. Well, actually, you know what? No, I won't keep it on Vector, because this will be a good test run to get those drawings down that way. So I'm going to have to animate all of this. Everything's got to be animated, and it's going to be obviously frame by frame with just minor motion tweenings of like just the character like moving along, because I'm not going to animate the legs like walking. I mean, I was thinking about doing like oh god, was it Mandy and whatever that is style from Nickelodeon way back in the 90s, where they're like legs are like incredibly disjointed, so they'll bend right here like that, and they'll just they'll move along. But I think what I'll do is I'll just end up moving the character like this in a motion tweening, and that should work pretty well. Alright, let's add in some additional features here. And this was the body. This was the body, everybody. His name's not Jennifer, though. Nope. His name is Jimbo. And he's always on that Jimbotron. I don't know. Let's draw a Jimbotron. Why you asking a wood if it can chuck wood when a woodchuck can't chuck wood? That's a song I decided to make. I don't know, like 15 minutes ago. Or 5 minutes before I put this on. Because you gotta ask yourself, why you asking that woodchuck if it could chuck? Oh, I'm not even on rhythm. You chuck if it would. Why? Can't even sing my own music, but I'm not the one who sang it. I just made the words and the lyrics flow like, I don't know, a bear in the woods, but not those. I went terrible with those rhymes right off there. It just led right to poop. I don't know. Maybe there's an advertisement. Maybe he's in a casino. Maybe he's a casino dealer. I used to be a table games dealer, so I mean, maybe I can like incorporate that into here, in some way of like it's comedy. And we'll put these out here like little slot machine handles. But also it represents, you know, little green alien people like, oh god, is that offensive to say to outer space people? I don't know. I don't know the correct terminology for outer space people, but for the outer space bastards, no, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I didn't mean to say such an offensive word. But for the outer space people, this is Simpsons rating out here, everybody. But for the outer space people, they also have those little antennae things, so you know that kind of works out well. Because we've all seen those space aliens, right? I mean, I'm not the only one. Like, I can't be the only one who got invited for margaritas last Saturday, right? I hate margaritas as well. They know this. But what are you supposed to do when you are the guest and they're the host? I'm offset with my circle, and so I'm just going to come over here like this. And I really want a perfect circle. Well, I mean, that's not going to happen. I need to increase the stabilization, but that'll work fine. I know it's lopsided, but I kind of like it. Anyway, break myself from that precision perfectionism. I'm proud of myself for messing that up. Alright. told my music to play Transformers music, like as if Optimus Prime was taking a ride down Santa Monica Boulevard in like, I don't know, like 95 in a Camaro. And this is what it gave me. I adjust, of course, but I'm actually going to tell it to do that here in just a little bit. See what it comes up with. That's nice. I like that. I don't know. Maybe it's like, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to put like 777 up there. And this should cover that side. Or I could... Oh yeah, they got it like backwards maybe. We'll put like 2 7s and an 8. That should confuse people. Do like 2 7s and then we'll do like an 8 right here. Which is just really basically half of a Frosty Snowman. Hollowed out with, he's wearing a hoodie. And then, I don't know, and he's opening his mouth. Maybe something happened. I don't know. He's an alien. And he's got teeth. Look at that. Arrgh, everybody. Arrgh. Ooh, we're going to keep that. I was going to get rid of it, but we're going to keep that. And then we'll put this right here because they have different 7s. They have the 7s with their dashes all the way out. And diagonal. Like an arrow. There we go. That's their 7s. Cool, I like that. We're going to keep that there. And then I'll have to... I think what I'll do is... maybe I'll have AI generate like a fake casino background from like the future. I'll describe this to it and it'll, you know, make fake slot machines or something. And then instead of tracing it, I'll just blur it or something like that. Or it'll be part of the be part of the cartoon. Like it's gonna be like a mix of live action objects and stuff like that, kind of like cartoon or Adult Swim and Cartoon or Cartoon Network and all that. Like maybe it'll be like that. And then that way that'll save me on having to draw like everything out like by hand, because that is a lot of objects to go ahead and do and figure out their style too. Like I don't even want to attempt it. I don't even want to try. He's all like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy? Come play me over here." Sorry, I just had to try for a second. Alright, let's see what else we can put in here. Well, we're going to end up putting a carpet, but I think maybe we'll just do the background with the carpet, and yeah, he just walks with it and whatnot. This also allows me to parallax the background as well, so this will look really cool. Alright, I like this. Let's put these together in their own folder. Oh, you won't do that automatically. You haven't updated yet to that. Alright, let me put that there, and then we're gonna shut you off because I'm disgusted by looking at you. Alright, let's switch over the vector, and we actually want to create other things. I think I may have created a vector in here. That's because I did. Ooh, no, I took it out. Let me put that back. Oh, that's the head. Just like Voltron. Alright. Let's go like this, put this right here. Put this up here. You guys remember Voltron from way back in the day, from like 1902? The classic, cult classic Disney cartoon produced by Wes Craven. My goodness. Strange show. I would say I jest, but I have never joked in my entire life. I was gonna see about drawing different shaped heads. I guess the mouths are gonna go like this. pretty much signature to it. Alright, there we go. That's what I love about working in Vector, is that when you need to erase something, you just reach your hand to the left and you grab your Dr. Pepper Strawberry and Cream 20-ounce soda, delicious, yummy, yummy, to my tummy, a fresh open. And that is how you erase your vector lines every single time. Is it costly? Yes. How much? That's none of your business. You get out of my business, okay? I didn't mean to yell at you. Fully, just slightly, with a tone under. Alright, let's see what else we can create here. I don't want to give them hair, even if they're female. Unless maybe I do that. And I think I'm going to. I've changed my mind now. I've talked myself into it. I've got to change this over, though, to here. This will help me out quite a bit. That way I can just go like that. I mean, we can do that. That gives us both a male and female character. But then again, like I said, that's a lot more animation. That is some lovely hair. I love it. It's gorgeous. There's so much you can do with that. There's just so much you can do with that on Christmas. Beautiful, gorgeous. It doesn't physically hang correct, but beautiful. Alright. Let's see, what else are we going to add to this? Maybe a cherry on top, but with two stems coming out. Do cherries even have leaves? Maybe it's a cranberry. Maybe it's a bug upside down. It's trying to get itself right side up. That's actually pretty cute looking. Whoops. He's all like, hey, help me, man. I got stuck in this lady's hair. This is not fair. Help. I need help. Like, immediately with, like, you know, diversifying my bonds and, like, handling, like, my, you know, stocks and cryptocurrencies and my, you know, my Foge tags and my, like, you know, my boot coins and whatnot, and, like, my coin tags and my, you know, my hash W's and my, you know, and my .net comms, you know, and, like, how can I do that when I'm stuck in this lady dude's hair, man? That looks like an ice cream, you know? This is like, this shouldn't be happening. I don't think this character goes with the flow of the story, though. Maybe. Maybe I should have them squares. Maybe they should be squared off, and except for when they're looking at that perspective to the camera, it does that. But I know I did just draw an alien person. I don't know. There's something here with this character. Maybe we'll give him like a loopy collar. And then we'll come out as a square like this, but with like that kind of like shoulders. I don't want to give him like arms per se like this necessarily, because then I have to animate it. Maybe if I come down like this. Let's talk myself into it. Like that time I jumped off the bridge, the Empire State Building bridge, and I didn't have a parachute, but I did have a rubber tire, and that is how I stopped World War II. All right. I mean, I guess I could do that, but then that's a lot more of this rounded figuring out animation things. Kind of works. I can keep it like this and still do it that way. and then it'll just come off from there, and that'll be a lot easier. I think I like that better. Or instead of doing that, I was going to do this, but we can also add this on as just a t-shirt when they're wearing t-shirts. It feels a little Rick and Morty-ish. I don't want to, okay? I don't want to. Maybe sometimes they'll have, like, that many fingers, and maybe sometimes they'll have that many fingers. You know? I like that. Maybe they'll have as many fingers as I tell them to have. Maybe that's the cool thing about being a Safeway employee. Where's my cupcake? Oh, fantastic. I was going to tell Jeff to get me a cupcake, but Jeff doesn't exist and nobody else is here. Alright, let's put a little shadow here. Of course I'm joking, but... one can never be too safe when they're drawing cartoons. Maybe he has a backpack? Maybe he's on a journey. It took me a long time to figure out that if you go like this, your lines will be curved. Did I ever tell you about the time that's a beautiful song. It reminds me of the opposite of that horrible movie, The Legends of the Fall. Strangely enough, starring Brad Pitt. Legends of the Fall with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is a legend who fell in the fall of that movie. And when he got up, they gave him some sort of applause, an award or something. And then I heard a river ran through it. I don't even know if he was in that. I think I starred both. I don't know, Robert Duvall in both of those. I have no idea. I don't watch Brad Pitt movies. He just does the same thing in every single one. I think that's why the opening scene to Meet Joe Black was so enjoyable. He bounced around on those cars. Because it wasn't Joe Black at the time. We didn't know who Joe Black was. We had no connection to Joe Black other than a title where Brad Pitt was just in a suit that was black, and quite possibly his name could be Joe, but we don't care. We know him as Brad Pitt. And so watching him bounce off those cars, you know, I think the word in which I'm looking for, and I might have to search in the dictionary for this, is cathartic. And it was the only time in all of his movies and TV guest appearances where he wasn't eating food, and that felt great because I'm tired of him not closing his mouth and smacking all the time. You know, when a person pays, you know, a theater employee to sneak them in the back at half price, I don't want to go to an ASMR of Brad Pitt eating Lay's potato chips. I want to see, you know, George Clooney
you know, do something because he's George Clooney. I mean, is there any other explanation? I'm just saying, Brad. You can eat, from what do they call that hors d'oeuvre table for the rich people at movie places? The what do they call that? The trough, the hobble table, the that communal place where they get together and they steal each other's food haphazardly as quickly as they possibly can because they believe that they're poor momentarily while having to work. Oh God, what is that thing called? I can't remember. Budget? I think it's called Budget, but I don't know where I was getting at, but I would really, really love it if, like, he just took a break and ate food at that point in time. And then whatever he doesn't eat, just send my way, because I'm certain it sounds pretty good. I don't think they're going to get him, like, off-brand Oreos. I think they're going to get him, like, a chef that, like, invents a new type of, Oreo gastronomy or something. I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk about my infatuation with Brad Pitt and his eating habits. It's what keeps me up all day and night. I almost created a 10-car pileup once when I was 3 years old, thinking about Brad Pitt drinking a glass of orange juice. It was unnerving. Kind of like having the name Irving. I would think that would, constantly be very unnerving to me. To think about somebody, the anticipation of somebody using that on me at some point in time for being named Irving. I would change my name to Susan if my name were Irving. To avoid any confusion, with, the famous Ivory Irving. I don't want anybody to confuse me with him. I'm not a fan of Ivory. I personally like Ebony. I don't think I've ever heard one thing they've ever sang in our entire lives. But I did see him in concert once. That's like that comedian dude. He's all like, wait, I don't even know what he said. I have to paraphrase something. I once flew very high. I still do. I don't know, something like that. Alright, I don't know what this character is. This is just a random character. Maybe there's a story to this one along the way because all these stories are just all completely random. So I think for this one, maybe instead of drawing legs, like he has to have like some inner monologue for having to wade his way through like some sort of like bog or quicksand. Maybe a bog, yeah. That way we can animate bubbles coming up, and then he'll look over to the corner. He'll cry a lot. No, I'm just kidding. He won't cry at all. He's very tough. but he'll see like a big old bubble going like this, or maybe in front of him, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And like I can't draw it right now. I'm terrible at what do they call those things that are round? Squares. I'm terrible at drawing triangles. So it gets really big and slightly translucent, and maybe we'll even throw in distortion there for the fun of it if we get wild. And let's see, maybe he has a conversation with his companion who's always stuck in his hair, and that's his journey. And maybe it'll be like a reoccurring character where like he's always stuck in something, and like he's having to like traverse like Adventureland, but he's never actually having an adventure, and that's like his hugest complaint. He's like, we'll give this guy a name, but he's always looking up at him. He's like, I set out, how many days ago so that I could like, have this grand adventure. And like, honestly, this whole time, all I've been doing is like, wading through bogs and like, caught in a bear trap and like, we were in that cave for like 3 weeks and it was like pitch black. It's like, what's there to see? What's there to talk about? Yeah, I walked around in a dark room that was very vast and big and echoey, and it smelled like guano, but like there aren't bats out here in this fantasy world, so this is super weird. I like this character already. It's a great character. We can work with this character. I like this character, yeah. And for the shadow, we're just going to do dark shadowing. I might even animate some shadows every now and then moving around for certain effects for things. But like, all the animations are going to be just storyboarded, so basic GIFs. And then, I don't know. I guess camera work over those GIFs, maybe. We're going to see how that goes. I might just do cutscenes. I think cutscenes will be a lot easier. It's generally what I'm used to, so... And then for this character, I think maybe we can throw him in Calipeg, which will be easier to shrink, or we'll keep him here for this finalized one. Duplicate it, split it on the time. I have it split on the timeline already, and then we can like transform it in Z space, and then going backwards, and then have him move up, and as he moves up, he'll go like a little bit of left and right, back and forth, and then we will animate just these lines as they go forward and push out, and that should give us a perfect or a good animation. And I think a perfect one, he would probably be on a cross, because apparently humans think that a person on a cross is perfect. And it's like, really, dude? You think like, putting somebody on a cross is perfect? I don't think so. So maybe I should put this character on a cross. Oh, I'm getting offensive on my own. Alright, let's see. Hey, this is pretty cool. Maybe he like took some sort of like potion at one point in time, because there's like a fantasy world to this character, and like he gets multiple hands, and then like we'll like put a shovel like back here for him. That's not a shovel. That's a weird shovel. We're gonna put your feet for that shovel. Maybe he's trying to fly or something like that at some point in time. I like that. It's pretty cool. And then like on my website, like I can put this on here, like, like this is part of the storyboard, is he tries to go fly. No, I think I like this, because then I can animate that storyboard like that of him trying to fly with those lines. I think that's pretty cool. And then I think like for background coloring, like for like the character's color, I'm only gonna color like 1 or 2 objects or something like that. Like for this, I think I'd color this in, and then nothing else here. This is nice. I like this one. It's a good character. I'm gonna have to erase these arms though, even though I did them really well. If you guys ever get the chance, go onto Clip Studio Paint's website and then click open and open a new browser. And if you go to subway.com to order your Subways, you can likely get a 6-inch sub for like $3.99 or $4.99, just depending upon your location. And I highly recommend taking up on that because I'm certain it's a lot more nutritious than a McDonald's cheeseburger. But man, I had one of those big old fat double cheeseburgers today, and ooh, gosh, it was food, and I enjoyed it. I think it's the best compliment that you can give a chef when they ask you, how did you like that meal that I slaved over? And to which the individual would say, it was food and I enjoyed it more than any other food I've ever had in my entire life. You did a good job, chef, at this food. I think that would perplex a chef. The shadow perplexes me. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep it pretty simplistic. I like this. This is nice right here. Should we give this little character feet because it's always upside down? That way we can illustrate his upside downness. I think we are. That's all these characters' feet right here are squares. God, I'm so good with squares. Alright, let's go ahead and click off of this one. And then we're going to click on another one. And in fact, let me keep this one as a vector. That way I can separate things. Because check this out. If you grab this object tool right here. Oops, that's not an object tool. I'm an object in a tool. Alright, so we'll click this. See, I can move these away. And you can animate those. Or you can... Oh, God. If I can just select something. There we go. Can I see my selection anymore? I gotta fix something and I don't want to do that. But you can select all of it at the same time and move it. Why can't I do that? That's unnerving. Alright. Alright, let's click this. I'm sorry for making fun of your name earlier, Jonathan. I mean, Irving. Are there Irvings? I'm sure there is an Irving. Now let's draw some objects to go along with this. Like in our stories. So we'll have like close-ups of some things. Maybe this is like a giant cake that somebody orders. There's a story to it. Whoops. Oh, hey, no, we don't like that word, and I didn't mean to play this song. No, 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 we're not listening to this right now. Let's go funny now. I was listening to Bone Thugs earlier. And then I listened to Marky Mark right after it. Very contrasting. I'd say Bone Thugs was a little more funky than Marky Mark, but yeah, that's my subjective opinion. Hey, I got a burrito. Don't I? Do I? Didn't I? I did. And then I ate it. But I got a drumstick. Alright. From Safeway, nonetheless. Now that's how you do chicken. The goal here is to be 100% original. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken, who apparently lived in Canada for a real long time. Great place, great fresh air, beautiful. I've never been there, always wanted to. I want to get caught in a thank you loop with a Canadian, and then get caught into a sorry loop by them saying thank you so much, and I'll be like, thank you. They're like, oh no, thank you. I'll be like, oh, thank you, I appreciate you. Oh, I appreciate you too. Oh no, you, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh no, I don't want to be rude, but like, you know, thank you. And they're like, oh, whoa, okay, hey, you want to not get offensive here? Well, let me just go ahead and thank you, buddy. And I'll be like, whoa, you are not getting nasty with words, that's for sure. Well, let me say I appreciate you and value you. And they'll be like, whoa. That'd be a pretty good time. And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'll be like, no, I'm sorry. I think I got very offensive. I think I offended you. And they'll be like, no, you didn't offend me at all. And be like, oh, I'm so sorry to assume that I offended you. My apologies. Could you imagine if there were no frogs in the world? How weird that would be. I try never to think about it. It's things like that that'll make you take to social media. And we all know that rabbit hole. Did you know that Neo from The Matrix was born on the 14th month of the year? And that's how he got the word cornucopia. I think it's gorgeous enough as is. The more you go overboard, you end up drowning yourself. Alright, let's move on to another one. We're just going to do a regular GCNP JPEG zip file. Let me finish eating this chicken real quick. I just dropped it on myself in the ground. It's a delicious piece of chicken, by the way. Can't recommend Safeway enough for their cheap yet plentiful chicken. It's almost like they made a deal with the devil. It's almost like they go in the back room and they throw it on the ground a bunch and then like pray to God to bring it back to life and then use whatever metachlorians get absorbed into the chicken, and then they bake it in some sort of peanut oil. I don't know what we're drawing here, but I'm pretty certain it has to do with eyes and not a brain. But we're going to roll with the brain angle. Or maybe we'll put some eyes right here in the thing, and this is the character. This is the character right here. I found him out of all characters. This is him, the one. I'm certain he knows Kung Fu as well. Now, I wondered to myself what other food I got at the store, because I was pretty hungry while shopping, and that's a terrible way to shop. All you remember is your hunger. And not the friends and memories you made along the way. Now I'm just being artistic and having fun. It's a sheep. This is Tom the sheep. No, this is Phil. This is Phil the sheep. Whoops. Sorry, Phil. I apologize. I did not have shift. And I went right into overdrive. Whoops. I blame this on you, Phil. I mean, I guess I could do this. The song's about you, Phil. I made it before I knew you. Because that's when I knew you the most. I don't know how a sheep is shaped, and so we're going to give him a human body like the others. He just has a sheep head. Now, should I fill in the characters and give them like legs like I did the first guy? I think it's important that I do. And those two will also be popsicle sticks. You know why popsicle sticks? Because they have the best jokes. And I've only gotten the same joke like, I don't know, 20 times in a row. So like, I'd say it's pretty rare, like, you know, so it's worth like, you know, right? Alright, maybe we can go like that for Phil, because he's got like, however, what, do sheep have hooves? Is that a thing? I think sheep do have hooves. I'm gonna give him hooves, like he's dancing, like Velma from Scooby-Doo. That's his dance when he's frustrated. He's like, ooh, I'm getting, or no, he's like, ooh, I'm getting upset now. we give him a mouth? What kind of mouth does a sheep have? I think maybe like that. Oh yeah, because we gotta give them the mouths like everybody else. That makes sense. Because see, when they open their mouth like this, it's gonna be like that. And then I'll go like that. And then I might give them teeth. I'm probably gonna give them teeth. I'm gonna give them teeth. And then we'll make that smaller. See, I like that. You thought he was upset, but that's because you just judged him. If you'll notice, his arms, I mean his head, look like muscle man arms. We're gonna put in one of those collarbone things. And then we'll put his cloacias right here. And we'll put his leg muscles right here. See, that's pretty weird. I think the best thing about symmetry is that it never actually matches up. But that's just an educated guess. And I'm pretty sure Neil deGrasse Tyson believes that. I mean, not what I said, but that I can make educated guesses. I have to go check on my babies. I'll be right back. They deserve more attention than you. But not more attention than themselves. That would be weird. Hey babies. Is it not toasty out here for you? Just the there we go, honey babies. I love you. Good job, honeys. All right. Ooh, gosh, it is freezing in the summertime. Oh my goodness. All right. I gotta go. I gotta draw. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna. Oh gosh, I feel like I've been like talking too much like a professor with like pure facts and whatnot right now. And so I'm gonna switch over to being mute for a little bit, and I'm going to listen to Family Guy. So don't be mad at me, and if you are, I just want you to know I can't hear you. Got 10 seconds to dazzle me. Go. $10 a.m. I wish I had Procreate Dreams or Toon Boom, something equivalent to it. Because it's all about the drawing and the animation at the exact same time. And like I was really looking forward to Flip-A-Clip coming up. You know, let's check Flip-A-Clip real quick. I want to see if they updated at all. They promised an update like almost 2 years ago. And they never delivered. June 7. Jeepers. Not for an entire month. Come on, dogs. Let's see if this one updated at all. Not since May. What about Ibis? Ibis seems to update, but I want to see if they come up with anything cool. Not since June. Krita. What about Krita? Not since June. But they did update, so that's nice. What about Concepts? Not since May. Wow. What about Clip Studio? June 1st. Let's see if any like actual updates are going on. Bummer. Well, it was worth a try. I like this guy right here, this character. We're gonna keep him just like this. Except for... his hooves. And his shoes. Which are also hooves. Alright, let's close that one out. After merging that. Let's draw him from behind. Oh my god, you know, I tell you, the best part about YouTube is the ads, the commercials. I don't like any of them, but wow, I love watching commercials. See, now if I do hair, then I gotta do things like this. I mean, it does give it an individualism. that's a good thing. Let's see. I guess they will. I want to try and keep it flat then, though. If we're gonna do that. Let me see real quick. Cause I could just do this. And just get a feel for it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll do that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now we just have the body out this way. Oops. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Small shoulders at the bottom. Larger at the top. That works. Maybe he's taking a break off from his job. Oh my goodness, I gotta have one more of these cupcakes. This is my fourth one. Yeah, I like this. These are good characters. Oh man, I'm falling asleep. I gotta go. I'm so sorry.